Let's leave.
Right?
Back to the city. You miss all the streams every day? You pop in once in a while, though. Even if you can't stay for the whole thing, you pop in. I see you. Back to the Altabury Tavern.
Great help.
Regarding what happened on that mountain, I am happy that we were able to help the believers. Ovi was most certainly elated to see that her mother was safe. I'll still never be able to forgive that bloke, Hyberic. Using people's beliefs to deceive them, that's low, even for a rat bastard swindler like him. He wasn't trying to deceive them, though. He had good intentions in his own way, and things just turned out as they did.
Yes.
Faith is the most wondrous when it inspires hope, but just as often it can blind one to reason. As with all things, moderation is key.
It is just around the
So tomorrow, we set off for the royal capital and the decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I had just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I too regret to leave, but we've an enemy that we must face. We've done all we can, so let us depart with heads held high.
Now
Yes?
then.
Well, I believe this meal is well earned. Shall we have our fill and retire? I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. I relaxed with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace. Peace. We love peace. Don't we, chat? We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow is the big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time, he'll be ready and waiting for you. Captain, surely you have reservations about this? Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but your mind is truly clear of doubt?
Somehow.
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? No, that's okay. I can't get that to go away. I don't know what to do. I've deleted the command from the bot and it still pops up, so I don't really know. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know. It just kept it in its logs forever, even though I erased it. You don't like peas? They're overrated? If you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? To tell you the truth,
However.
I challenge you on this only because I think it foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
May I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months, he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that so? Or is that not so? Sorry.
It'll be all
You are
right.
already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Haisme's made a pretty good point. If we're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
We can't lose.
Everything that we've done has been for this day, so let's take it all in and stick to Luis, Varela, and Grias, and everyone that we've lost. Let's do this! Let's do it. Oh, it's not a band t-shirt, it's Minda Baby merch. She's another streamer. She's another Canadian streamer, actually.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg has grown on you? I knew it. I knew it. Wait, I never noticed Haisme with Hit's boots off? Oh, with his boots off. I didn't actually see. That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end. I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway. Okay, here we go.
That reminds me.
Nuris apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work. Well then, let's get a full night's rest so that we're ready for tomorrow.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That's what I was saying. I was surprised when you said you didn't like her at first, but...
It's finally here.
So, we set off for the royal capital and the decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I just began to grow accustomed to the cold. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nuris sure seemed thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folk shaken in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast. I know you mentioned that as well. That's fair.
At last, only a day remains.
Oh, here we
Whatever
go.
Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
I mean,
Rhaena
yeah.
said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Brella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
Yeah, I really don't think that that's going to happen. But we'll see. I don't know. We don't know. It seems very gray right now, that whole situation with Luis and the humans. So
You would pursue peril.
our course is set for the capital and the final confrontation with Luis. Is everyone prepared? Okay, they keep saying it's the final confrontation, but I don't think this is going to be the end of the game. But we'll see. Of course.
Great. Let's move out.
I don't know, actually, Lustrous. I'm not sure. Wish I could tell you.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the gauntlet
Sorry, I'm just
runner
getting my
takes to the
camera
sky.
reset up for little
He does not
Evie. She's
return
just sleeping
within
in
the
her
hush of teleportation
in her
magic
crate.
as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare
little Mr.
required
Doggy.
of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
All right. Oh, animated cutscene. Here we go, chat. Here we go.
It's really him!
Welcome back.
Your Highness!
Wow, what a reception. Usually they hate us. And I'm like shocked to hear them cheering. They're usually haters. She does still take him out, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it kind of is like looking for the source of Natiba. I miss Stellar Blade.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to
I have a
win.
3070.
Sounds like they're more excited
Carlos,
about
I
the
think.
spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
I mean, yeah.
There's nothing for an old woman like me.
Oh,
Cinderella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
I would expect that, yes. It won't fit? Oh my god. I don't think I'm worried too much about it being maxed out, Carlos. As long as it looks good for stream, it doesn't have to look like fully maxed and perfect. Just like, I want it to just run well. That's all I'm worried about. I have to do the benchmark testing for it. I was gonna try and do it this weekend, just in case, just to see.
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calm, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond
I think it's through Steam itself, Society. I'm pretty sure you download it through Steam. I could be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure.
They're not right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Stu, sounds good. We'll see you in a little bit.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Yeah, probably. That sounds like his style.
Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm hopping back in the rubber.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
You know what I just realized? I think I'm missing one of my shirts. I know this is a terrible time to think about this.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Listen, okay, no. I went through like my entire closet over the weekend, and I have this shirt that says "Keep Cosplay Weird." And I didn't see it at all when I was going through all of my clothes. I hope it's still somewhere. Who knows? Okay, sorry. Thank you for helping, Maria. We all worked hard, or have you been okay? I'm gonna say thank you for helping, Maria.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same.
If he would have survived. No, I wouldn't have kept them separately. No, I would have put it with my regular clothes. I haven't seen it in a long time. I hope I didn't leave it somewhere. In the car or the garage. Nice.
You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria.
All right, I'm focusing up, chat. Here we go.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
Thanks, Maria, you cutie pie.
It's finally happening.
You've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
Yeah, that was definitely
King's
it.
magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its wings for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
No.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Indeed.
That's true.
Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
We have done a lot.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. Knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype. Forged friendships. And taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
Okay, wait, I have one more thing to say. Wouldn't it be wild if, like, we kill Luis and then we find out that the prince is actually, like, evil? That we, like, did all this to save? I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be a spin? Wouldn't that just knock us right on our ass, chat? I've been thinking about that a little bit, because, like, why didn't we go check on him? Like, we haven't gone to see the prince at all since his curse was lifted. More conspiracy theories. No, but Shatter, he's cured now. He's been cured for a while. We since Rella sacrificed herself, the prince has been relieved of the thorns, you know? The head of the church did go out of his way to order a hit on the prince after all. He did. But I thought it was because he was an Elda. Like it was a racist thing. Well, let's just keep going. I'm sorry. I'm hypothesizing and I'm putting us behind. Okay. I'm gonna say it's been an honor.
It's been an honor to serve.
Well, listen to you sounding like a proper hero. I suppose the prince thing is rubbing off on you.
Well, I don't know. Like, Rella was 12 years old when she cast the curse on the prince. You know? So who knows? I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. I mean, not kidding. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't actually really know. I don't know anything. But the game's not over after this. There's no way.
If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you.
So, like, who's left if we don't kill Luis here? I mean, if we do kill Luis here. Sorry.
Best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right?
I can sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve. Like, I see, Gallica's not maxed out yet.
Like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
So I know that there's more. We have another inheritance slot on our MC, by the way.
Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
It feels like ages since I was last here.
So?
The best way to get prepared for tomorrow is by getting some rest. And also adding a thing to our inheritance slot. Because I just got another one. Also, I think these are level 8. Yeah, I won't be able to up that. But, if I go here and here, I can add something else. I kind of feel like I should add a passive, though. Not a specific type, though. Likelihood of receiving items. Increases physical skill attack by 10. Magic. I want this one.
Alright.
Increase my magic attack. I mostly use magic on mage, so that would make sense to me.
I got ya.
Maybe max happens after final boss though, and everything after is post game. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Nice, Frogzilla. Yeah, 10% damage for magic I think would be good too. Glad I chose that one. Wants to settle it one-on-one, eh? Of course he does. When all you care about is power, everything has to be a duel. Speaking as his old right-hand man, I can tell you, the man is strong. Terrifying strong. Can't afford to get careless. Regardless of our aims, it seems Luis has had his eye on you for some time. No doubt he's been anticipating the showdown in the royal capital. Well, if he asks a fight of us, a fight he shall have. We stand proud against him. Can I go talk to everyone else too?
Now then.
Thanks to Rella, we've won quite a sudden groundswell of support. But Luis' supporters number many still. The only way to get more support is to fight Luis and lay him low. Can I go in these rooms? I shouldn't go in without permission. No, so true.
You know.
All the customers at the inn say they're cheering for you. You've beaten a lot of bad guys already, haven't you? I'm sure you'll win.
At last.
This is it. Standing here takes you back to the royal funeral, but today we are more powerful than we were then. This time we'll defeat Luis and avenge Grius. No, all who have gone too soon.
It's coming up.
It's finally time. I'm almost impressed that Luis would challenge us to a fair fight, unlike those church bastards who keep everything in the shadows. We can't let Luis get anywhere near the throne. We charge in with our best foot forward, for us and for Rella, who trusted us to do just that.
Make yourself at home.
Tomorrow's battle will be historic, won't it? I've readied your bed so that you can rest well. There was an item back here before. I don't think there's anything else. I was just curious. Just says groceries for the inn. Okay. Okay. Oh, Yufa.
But then...
There used to be many candidates for the tournament, but now there are only a conspicuous few who remain. Luis may be a strong opponent, but there are so many people who support us. Let's give this battle the best we've got and live up to their expectations. Okay, here we go. I will pop a quick save. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do this here, just in case. Okay, and then bed. Hello? Why can't I? Oh. The bed is simple but clean and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Good night.
Rest well. Which was Grius' room and who is sleeping in it? I know, I couldn't see which, I couldn't tell. That's Gallica's. Oh god, the necromancer, I forgot he was alive.
Our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps.
Yeah, I like it
That
too. I think he looks a lot
against
better.
all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
Oh.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known.
That makes
the prince's
sense, I guess.
survival, his complete disappearance. This was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Newfound power, huh?
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you
Has
call
the
yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
What does that mean?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That doesn't sound good.
Good morning. Did you
Good
sleep well?
morning.
Ready to face the day?
No. I won't let you down this time, I hope.
This time, I won't let you down.
Stop that. You never have before, and you won't start today. Try to relax, and don't let this weigh too heavy on your shoulders.
But you have to come back, no matter what. Okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together. Ready our supplies. We'll give him hell.
Well, we'll try. Do I have any more of these? Oh, I think I do. Two? Oh, of course. Luis awaits the Grand Cathedral. I should go there. Make sure that you have everything you'll need.
Just sublime.
Thanks, I guess.
All right then.
You know what, though? I bought a lot of stuff the last time.
Let's go.
Maybe I'll go to the church, though, and see if I can purify anything.
I'll grab.
What now?
It is The 9th month, the 24th day. Quest log is empty, except for the Nurus quest. But if I turn this in, it's gonna pass a day. I can't. But there's no deadline, so shouldn't it be okay? We don't need to fight Luis. Yeah, I think this one passes time, doesn't it? It would have been 10 heroes leaves, but I don't have a choice right now.
Hello there.
I want to see how much mag I have.
Isn't that?
I think they are too. Yeah, I think you're right that you can only do them at nighttime.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we're going.
Dear me.
I'm gonna save it again, but I'm scared. Excuse me.
Ready?
It's time for our showdown. Oh god, I'm scared. I don't want to do it.
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are. I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore.
Yeah, true, there's not.
But like hell, if that's gonna stop me, as a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight.
Okay.
Live free, crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win! Give Luis the boot!
Count Luis!
I feel bad that we're lying to them still, though. Like it's
Luis hasn't even
sad.
bothered to show at the royal capital.
Well, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime.
Whoa, over there! It's Luis's gauntlet runner!
Great.
And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
I know, I actually really like Batlin now. I like him a lot. At first I wasn't so sure, but the last little while I've enjoyed him. Fidelio? What do you mean? He's dead. Sadly.
The two titans of this race have finally come face
Yeah,
to
true.
face.
That's true.
Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Tuna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failures. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence
Thanks for the face redeeming
bred
with
the
this. I
chaos that
appreciate
followed.
that.
You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
Call of Duty. This is not the time. This is not the time. Okay? Did you guys see that notification? If you did, no you didn't. No you didn't. Okay. When I play Call of Duty, I play it on PC, but I bought it for my dad, and so it's his Call of Duty, okay? I don't console play Call of Duty. Nor do I really play Call of Duty at all anymore, but anyway. What do the people believe? Enough! Enough! Please, stop it. What is that? It's cute.
That's not the reaction of Wing.
Where did you get that? Oh, it's cute. Look, chat. Aww. Thanks, Tor. Can we bring it down here? No, we can bring it here. No, it's okay. Let me Tori give it to her. Thank you. My sister bought Evie a toy, chat. At first I was like, oh, it's a jelly cat. And my mom's like, that's not the reaction I was expecting. And I was like, wait, it's a dog toy, isn't it? My head, like, it went through a whole sequence of events there. Jelly cats are like plushies that you can get at like the bookstore. Okay, sorry. What do you believe the people seek in their king? The people? Probably power.
The power to rule everything.
Exactly right. Power.
But the true value of power will always lie in the power to save. Such thinking is easily dismissed, but Luis is misguided.
Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals?
Hey, Alex,
or are
welcome
we a
back.
nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
Oh my god.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
I think we're screwed, Cat, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Come then, and act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
I will.
The time has come. We're finishing this, here and now.
What? Why is he only level 60? Weren't the guys I was fighting in the last dungeon level 65? Oh. Okay. Let's be worried still, because it is Luis, and the last time we fought him, you're correct, he was half dead. I still think we're gonna die. But maybe this is a test run. Maybe.
Behold this power.
Let's try. Let's try Crimson Flame.
Raging fire.
Okay. Let's try Blizza. Okay. Let's try Cyclone. Let's try Thunderstrike Thrust.
I will annihilate you.
2-turn icons. Spatial Slice. Another Spatial Slice. Okay. This isn't terrible yet. I kind of feel like this is gonna have 2 phases though. Oh, I wasted a turn on the steel, but I wanted to see. I had to check. Had to do what I had to do, chat. Had to do what I had to do. Severe magic electric damage. That's pretty good.
Can you endure it?
What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. So, we haven't tried light or dark yet. Or physical attacks. Let's try Hama.
I shall purify you.
Observe the
I should do Medica on this turn. Medical, sorry. Just to be safe.
Thank you.
Hey Riley, how's it going?
Then die by it.
Oh, nice, PJ. A very cool sword that he hit himself with. Let's try. I don't think he's gonna be weak to anything, I'll be honest.
We settle this
by this
here.
power.
Burn! I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either.
I mean, I'm
will
kind of scared now.
annihilate
Thanks, Dark.
you.
Thank you.
Can you endure it?
I don't know, actually. Spatial Slice wasn't that bad.
Nice one, Captain.
I strike to kill.
Is that all?
He's not doing that much damage. Something's not right.
Take my
I feel like
power.
something's not right.
We'll combine our strength.
You defy the rule of strength.
Dark
Then
Knight.
die by it.
Are you all right?
Thanks. That was helpful. That helped.
I've got just the Persona Master. Maybe something else. This is just what I need.
Oh, it's a 1. Really? I think we're doing okay, Riley.
I strike to kill.
Yeah, I can see that. Katarina's blessings? Yes, we do.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power. One
I'm so afraid
untainted
this
by
is going
petty
too well.
tactics or cheap tricks. However,
Is that the end? Is he gonna fuck off now?
magnificent. You truly have become more powerful. But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a
Humankind.
monster. You should know
Wait,
the
wait,
truth
wait,
by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History as told by the Sanctus Church is a fiction.
Wait. I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind? Uh-oh. Are they saying Elda are linked to humans?
No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa! Don't humor him.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods?
How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false? What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elder are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
This is not good. This is not good.
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
Why? Why? He's just mad because we're winning. He's just mad, and now he's making us look bad.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
He's gonna turn me into a human? Is that what's gonna happen right now?
What's happening?
Oh, come on.
Hey, what is him?
Witness the truth, good people. You would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is.
Hey, Kolach, how's it going?
It's going.
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne.
It's not true. It has to be one of the Count's illusions.
Yeah, like how do they know that he's not just enchanting him to look like this? Although I don't think that's actually what's happening, but...
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the aura of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
So the same's to be said for the actual prince, then. To help anyone in need, was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win? Afraid. Luis called it trickery, and even my very body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
Oh god, am I gonna have to do a dungeon by myself? Oh no, I hope not. I'm sorry to hear that, Kolach, but we're happy to distract you. I hope that you're able to enjoy the stream with us. The prince would only be half human? Oh yeah, because he's half Elda. Right.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
How the fuck am I supposed to remember that? My purpose? Yes, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, You were always there to help me through it.
I was?
After all, you're mine.
I'm your what? I'm your what?
Up! Wake up! Hey!
Boyfriend. Stop. Oh.
Are you well?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell.
What is going on?
I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second
Listen,
time.
Luis is a sore loser, and he wanted to make us look bad, and he succeeded. But we were whooping his ass, and he didn't fucking die. Was this not a Makara? A duel to the death? It was not. I feel betrayed. I feel lied to. I feel manipulated. I don't think it's spelled like this, but in classic World of Warcraft, if you duel to the death, it's called a Makara. Because in hardcore classic WoW, you cannot, when you die, you have to stop playing and make a new character. I don't think it's spelled Makara like that, though. I don't know how to spell it. I just know how it's pronounced. Yes. I'm upset.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me.
That's not true.
Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this
Thank you.
imposter
That's how you
and the
spell
true
it.
prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bought.
Oh boy.
What have you done?
Bloody hell. Is that why he called us here?
As a fucking distraction.
Your part in this has ended. Go where
Oh,
you
well,
wish,
Colette.
but I advise you run fast if you would outpace
I'm too scared too.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us? I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet runner. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Elden Sanctum.
Ooh. After all of my hard work, I have dropped down to rank 513. Darien supporters have become drastically declining in number. Begun drastically declining.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis, what the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
It's just getting worse! After all of that? How did this happen? Anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope? I mean, it's a little hard at this time to not lose
It was
hope.
more of a defeat than it was a departure.
That's true. You're
They
asking a
board
lot
the
of me.
gauntlet runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe. Wonders never cease.
You know what, Shatter? I'll tell you what I expected. I expected that the people wouldn't believe that easily. Like, Luis he uses magic, right? So who knows for certain? I mean, we know that I'm a human. We understand that that's probably the lore, right? But like, how did people just not think he was pulling a magic trick? Like, an illusion. Like, I feel like it would have been a little more split as opposed to just like me dropping to last place all of a sudden. Like, I understand I'd have to drop in the ranks for sure, totally for the plot, I get it. And like, also realistically, I'm sure some people would believe him. But for it to drop that much, yeah, I think so too, Society. I feel like it's a little too face value. Especially when we can see Luis does not play fair. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just kind of what I think.
Later. The mirror
I know, Addicts. Video game logic.
Let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Yeah,
Luis's
well.
final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
I think they are too easy to impress as well.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the ride here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey, I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank. For a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's behind us now.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Yeah, I think we are rightfully
Everyone stay
worried.
close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
Nice, Ghostface. Plus Luis is known as a human killer. Yeah, but like, I get what you're saying, but I think that my side also has a little bit of an argument too, you know? It was accepted for very much, like very face value. So, I just feel like there should have been like a little bit less strength in that disbelief. That's all. Reminds me of GTA San Andreas when I spent hours in the first act taking over gang territories only for it not to matter. And all your progress got lost after the last Los Santos mission? That's so sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Ghostface. That sucks. I know, it's true, Addicts. You're not wrong. I'm worried about the prince. His life is in our hands. He believes in a world where people can make their own future just like you. He's the only one who can see that dream become reality. Also, chat, before we embark on this sanctum, I have to pee. I am gonna save over this file really quickly. If anyone wants to grab a drink or a snack, now is a very good time. I will be right back. I just want to pee before we lock in for this last little bit of the stream. We have an hour and a half-ish to go, so I'll be right back. BRB. Alright, chat, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience. I had to go downstairs because my sister just got home. She's in the bathroom that's beside my room. So I had to make the trek. But I'm back, and I'm devastated. But we are in the Elden Sanctum, the ancient Elden Sanctum. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's move on and see what's awaiting us. Thank you.
Huh? This looks like...
It looks like...
Who are you?
Are you alright?
My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
I don't know. What is it?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
I'm confused.
So here you are at last.
Uh-oh. That sounds like our necromancer guy, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Oh, that's sad.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day a bunch
Zorba?
of kingdom soldiers
Couldn't
showed up out of
be.
the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Rude. Oh, Kolach. Hey, 7 String Army, how's it going?
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
Yeah, if he spoke true, which he probably did. But March 4th, that's exciting.
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide
Hey,
in
Dale.
a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcis? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
The way that Highsmith walks.
What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Well, now.
The cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Oh, this is bad. I need to get to that cave.
This.
This Magla that I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. A fairy? I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. But I have to go this way. Hey Ark, how's it going? Oh no, this guy's dead too. It's a fairly old Ujif man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
Hmm? I know but one red-dressed knight.
He's so
Are
cute.
you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
The whole fucking game. We must lift the curse from the prince. The prince will save us all. The prince is fucking dead! Rella died for nothing! Rella died for nothing! Okay, glad we all knew that.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the
Remember
Resistance's numbers,
80 hours?
only I remain.
Remember 80 hours?
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For
Sure he
Count
did.
Luis, from the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
This is devastating. Blow after blow today.
You won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
He'd probably be pretty smelly. He said a couple days ago, no? I must.
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you?
Yes, thank you for the content, Seven String Army. Thank you.
Just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel.
Sorry, Collage.
Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay this body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Damn. We're all taking this pretty hard. Okay, well, rip. Yeah, I kind of wonder too. I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. The prince is in the prayer room in the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
It's nearly time.
What? This voice. What do you mean?
Long have I waited.
Long have I waited?
Hey, you.
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now that I get a closer look at you, are you Elda? I had heard that the prince was the only Elda within the resistance.
Pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda?
You must hurry. The time has come.
These resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a little cold. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Jujif to handle all on his own.
What?
Right past the storeroom is the living quarters. Lady Grudre made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me, hurry along now. Okay, goodbye. Yes.
All was for this day. There is still time.
This day? Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you'd gone off to. Thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Oh, maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time to... You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them.
What?
So weird. Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. Ooh, that was rude.
Hello there.
The prayer room's located further in. At the moment, it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready? Let's go. There's a lot of people in here. The people who brought the prince to this village calls themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. That rhymed. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell's all who remains. Okay.
Hey.
Russell, the prince is... Oh, Highness. For you to forfeit your life in order to save ours, it can only mean that we've truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Ugh. Well, we're all taking this really well.
Come on.
I've heard that Elda are considered a sullied tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs. That child is royalty, yet his life has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I've experienced. To think that there are those who would see such a child as no more than prey to be slain. To look upon a mere boy such as he and revile him, their souls are truly cursed.
It's you.
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Kindly refrain from making loud noises lest you startle the fairies. There are so many people. I'm gonna forget to talk to somebody. You're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say don't leave the house. I know the fires were scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests. Is this guy...
Hello.
Beyond this door is the place the organization has been using as a hideout. Or, should I say, it was beyond this door. Other than the elderly Russell, the rest of them are... Perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's also dreadful. I guess did I talk to this guy? I don't even know. Bye, Ghostface. Have a good one. Thanks so much for being here today. The truth is, during the attack, I crossed paths with the assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually. It seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterwards that I found out that he had just massacred all those people. I tremble, even now, just thinking about it. This person, maybe?
This way.
No. Your Highness.
Oh, Hulkenberg, no!
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Yes,
Lady
hello.
Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet.
I know, it's an
if you'd
interesting little
believe me,
throne
but
thing she's got.
I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests.
So we get to see her? She's probably, I mean, she's dead, but I want to see, like, a flashback.
She
you know?
saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king
It's pretty classic,
could do
isn't it?
nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruade? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee.
What?
Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
is no longer with us.
Is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
Get wrecked, Darian! Get wrecked! I know. Her voice is a little slow and it's different. It's different. Then this is where it ends, I guess.
And this is where it ends.
Art thou certain? Is this truly where thy road ends?
I don't want to give up. The truth is I don't want to give up.
Then I ask thee once again. Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true?
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
He's not dead?
He's not dead.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So
I'm
from
the
his
soul.
earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I am the prince's friend?
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think.
I'm the prince, but the
Name
option
but a
wasn't
few.
there.
Thy parents? Memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I just don't remember.
I just don't remember.
Then search thy mind. Thou knowest the truth in thy heart, surely. Thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past.
Okay, lady, we get
all
it.
signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
My other self?
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me, but if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced.
This woman, I know.
If thy desire is instead
We
for
get
freedom,
it! We're the soul of the prince,
thou
lady!
mayest
Put us
still
back
abandon
together
thy
now!
and end it here.
Is that right?
My true identity
So I
is...
bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am the prince!
I am the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Oh, I thought that most of them were like saying the same thing, so I didn't really think it made much of a difference which one I picked. But whatever, I guess.
What's going on?
What awaits us now?
Oh well.
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
There's a game over in the dialogue, really?
In his stead didst thou travel the world.
Oh, because I guess you could
Thou
say you're
didst
nothing,
support
you
his
refuse to
heart,
believe it, whatever.
and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
Yeah, I think so, Detonator, I think so.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
Everyone and their sister knows about this novel at this point.
Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Oh? We dyed our hair. Yeah, I guess so. Oh god.
What? What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He
The
was
prince.
never a member of the resistance.
I
The
guess.
mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait. What am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No. That can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel fine. Hey, Terminally, how's it going?
I feel fine, I think.
There seems to be
Oh, is
no
the voice
doubt.
different too now?
He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories?
Right, because
he
we
didn't
needed this
even
explained
exist?
again after the 30-minute cutscene that just explained it 4 times.
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material
That's fair.
magma.
That's fair, Kolach. That's fair.
Much like how the dragon
I
god
don't get it.
manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
A mass of magla with a will.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't feel like
Forget
we
the
had to see it
dragon
again,
god.
you know?
He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to
It's
an archetype
okay.
before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
Yeah.
Please.
Ask me again.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness.
The 30th
I failed
time.
you when you needed me most. And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
It didn't bother me.
It never bothered me.
That's right, Hulkenberg. We've been through so much together. What could we be but allies?
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
Wish
By the
Grius
way,
was
what are we supposed to
here.
call you now? I mean, how would
Dang.
you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Nothing's changed between
You
us.
can just keep, calling me Captain.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Well, we did it. Hey, Shokin. Hi, David. Thank you for the bits as well, David. I appreciate it. Why does he have white hair now? Wait, did you step away, Lestros, or are you trolling?
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us.
Okay.
But through such extraordinary circumstances.
We
After
did.
so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A guiding voice?
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened. Right? I shouldn't have known you then.
I just happened.
But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice.
It's probably the queen.
Hang on.
The dead queen.
Come to think of it,
it's my hypothesis.
A bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
My mom. Sort of.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruaday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
Alright, we're gonna get the lore. Here we go.
You must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay. Well, can I save at least after all that? Just in case. Jesus, Mother Mary and the donkey. Okay, let's just go so we can do this. How much money do I have?
What now?
Some. Why? Was I supposed to buy something from this vendor? Is that why you're saying that?
Now then.
Oh, there's weapons on here too. That was deceiving. I thought it was just gonna be an item vendor. Interesting. Okay. So, increase the strength of all magic is what I have on right now. This only increases the strength of some magic though. But it does... So I either have the option to do fire, ice, electric. I guess I'll do fire.
Yeah.
And if I have enough, I'll buy the rest, but I don't think I will.
Ooh.
Indeed.
Hold on. Oh. The one for Juna is actually less.
That's fine.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Good.
I'm out of money now. That's unfortunate.
How nice.
We are poor. Shit. I was kind of hoping I was going to buy a little bit more from here. But... like, what kind of stuff, though? I don't know what's safe. I mean, none of this stuff is even showing up, so I guess...
Now then.
I hope I don't sell something for a class that I'm just not wearing. It's kind of like impossible to know. That's gonna be annoying, isn't it? All the gray. I wish I could select more than one thing at a time. Some of it I can't, though. Sorry, chat. I know this is so fun to listen to. Oh, I have 5 of these. I hope this is gonna be enough. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Who knows? Bye, 7th Streak Army. Have a good one. Chris, how are you? Welcome. I'm doing some really exciting stuff right now. Selling a bunch of items. It's really good. It's a nice time. Oh. Why is this not equipped? Oh wait, that would be... I don't know, Shokan. I haven't watched anything in a long time. Does Square let you sell multiple? Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But does it let me sell multiples of the same one? I do not know. Welcome back, Stu. Yeah, it's doing some interesting stuff. That is for certain. Okay. So now how do I...
Now then.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to touch the accessories, I'm gonna be honest with you. So let me see if I can buy more stuff. So... Did I go through all the... weapons? Except for this.
Ah, I get it.
Okay, Comet 320. I'm gonna take that and I'll put it on Stroll. 307. Uh, 105, 110. Comet Graves. Strength by 5, endurance and agility by 5. Probably strength 4.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh wait, does that take up the mask slot?
What do you think?
I don't really remember how the equipment works on Mask Dancer. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, that's okay. So then, that's good. Okay, I think we're good. Ingredients? I haven't really been cooking anything, though. Do I have to? Excuse me. I have everything here. Oh, we meant to sell. Oh, no, I think we're good. I think I got everything. So if we feel like we have to do some more for another vendor, then we will for sure. For now, I won't subject you all to that again. So we'll move on. Thank you for the 100 bits, Dark. I appreciate it. I did change the text-to-speech amount though today, so unfortunately it does not get read. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I know what happened there. I know.
Does this depict the
I want a refund. I talked about it today. I told you all on the stream.
The old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past.
Oh, nice, dude. I've been loving this game. It's very anime, very fun. I think it's great. I've really enjoyed the 80 hours that I've been playing it so far, so I definitely recommend it.
As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
That we were. Also, Kingdom Come Deliverance looks cool. I haven't played the first one, but I see everyone playing the second one right now.
The human tribe. So Luis's words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
So then how did we all get split?
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed?
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to start that next week.
How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before.
Okay.
The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Yeah, I changed the amount of bits required for text-to-speech because I felt like it was kind of getting spammed a little bit. Like, if I was playing, like, the game in the middle of a cutscene where I couldn't pause it or, like, couldn't stop it, like, the text-to-speech would be going over the words, and then I felt like a lot of people were doing it because it only cost $1 or, like, under $1 to do it, so I just felt like it needed to be raised because my donation text-to-speech is 20 Canadian dollars, so yeah, I put it up to 1,500 bits to match that, just to make it a little more special to trigger the text-to-speech. It's not about getting more money or anything like that, chat. It's just more so about not having, like, big, long walls of text being read over top of a cutscene that I can't stop. You know what I mean? So I find it's a little, it takes me out of the game, and I'm trying to enjoy the playthrough, and for people watching the VOD on YouTube and stuff too, and anyone in the chat, like, you know, I don't want to diminish the experience of the game too, so I just want to keep that in mind. So yeah, and play the first one, watch some people, and the humor had a direct line to my funny bone. Nice. Yeah, I'm curious about Kingdom Come Deliverance and Avowed. Those are two, like, I don't think I'm gonna prioritize for stream, but I want to add them to my list, so like maybe my backlog or personal playlist. But oh, okay, perfect, that's good to know. So humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
The combat system feels mid. I haven't seen very much gameplay, honestly. I am curious to take a look and watch more streams, though.
You understand now, yes. We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means a prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters.
That's good. Yeah, I heard that it was free on Game Pass. I don't have it, but like I might consider getting it instead of buying the game full price, or I might just wait for the game to go on sale, so we'll see.
Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic, Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
I see, Lustrous. Yeah, for something like this, I'm not gonna be playing it on stream, and there's a lot of other stuff coming out, so I can't really prioritize doing it right now. So I'll keep an eye on it and see if there's a time where I have time to play it off stream, where I could do Game Pass, or like I said, I'll probably just wait for a sale. So yeah, I think I'm kind of more focused on this and Monster Hunter for the next little while because it comes out next week. So
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may
and
walk
Harker
the
Classic,
path
well,
of
yeah.
the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people.
Yes.
To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
but realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Is that me? My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince. Let's do it! If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come. That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
What else were you gonna do?
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together.
That's a good sale, 75%.
No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you.
But was it really the whole time anyway? I'm counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic.
I think
We've
so,
seen it
Alex.
turn the boy into a monster.
I think
And
so.
no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, churning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were.
Yeah, don't tell
in
Twitter,
every
definitely
age,
not.
The cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla
Then I
is
must be a fucking
substance
wizard.
born of the heart.
You're a
Generated when
wizard,
one
Harry!
feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic
That sounds like a
is
nice
natural
life, Lustrous.
process, and
I do feel
anxiety
attacked,
is
yes.
its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the
That's not
world
good.
embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster.
See? That's fair, Lustrous, that's fair.
But as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
I guess to tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
So
His
he's an elder
knowledge
too?
of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors.
That's the name of
I
his
believe.
runner.
In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred.
Thank
if
you,
Luis
society.
is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even
mean,
if it
we've
meant
seen Star
wielding a
Wars.
magic that twisted life into something terrible instead
Right,
of
chat?
uplifting it. Indeed, it
Anakin!
seems the opposite of an archetype.
Sorry.
A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Oh, it's actually gonna make me go? I'm actually playing, chat. By their very nature, fairies are magical beings. Listen, sir! We don't care about fairies! We wanted to know about the guy that ran out of here. Oh yeah, I probably should save. Good call. Chat, yeah, I'm so sorry that the cutscenes have been like so long in this last section today. I shouldn't say last section, it's not. But in this section. Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him. There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move that we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the Princess Awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. So that's why you said that, Nathan. I see. Oh wait, I probably should have put the prince class on. Actually, maybe not, because then it would have had to do all the skills. And let's just keep this as this for now.
You? Zorba. So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours.
You know what, PJ? Atlas games, yes. Tales of games, also yes. Final Fantasy, I feel like I haven't had any drag on like this long. But I would say Tales, I feel like I have experienced it a couple times.
So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must.
No, but I've been curious about his society.
Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
And the thing about the Tales games is I feel like there's always a cutscene, and then there's one of those like, you know how the little button pops up on the screen is like, press this button, and then you'll have a little like cute like side scene with the cast. Those go on forever. Sometimes there's like 6 of them in a row, and I'm like, okay, man, like I don't want to watch this anymore. Like, please stop. Yeah, the heart to heart. Yeah. Why do they have so many?
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame.
That's
Lord
rude.
Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no
I've never
imposter,
played Metal Gear
fiend.
Solid 4.
His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor. A true ruler. Because he knows the people.
Oh, my headphones just turned off. What the fuck? Bad timing.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld.
There we go.
Where they belong.
I don't know. Whoa.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
That's a cool design as well. I gotta say, the human designs in this game have definitely been some of the like greatest like monster designs I've seen. I like them a lot. I do like them a lot. The power of your newly earned archetype prince surges forth.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked.
Oh, so I have to use it?
Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
So Prince is an archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can now change it out as you wish. It can act as support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
What does that mean? Hi Skylar, how's it going? Yep.
No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'll cut through.
This is all synthesis. Inflicts all enemies with one-time weakness. Greatly increases party's physical attack damage once. High chance of one hit killing all enemies. Well, it's not going to work on a boss.
I'll show you.
I shall
Devil Summoner.
For severe inflict hex. Let's try this.
Let's do this.
I destroyed it.
Wow, that was nice. Okay. Okay, quick man. I do like the monster designs. I like them a lot. They're so cool. Okay, let's see. What support do we have? Severe physical dark damage.
Still standing, I see.
Substantial.
Let's work together.
We only have one turn here, so I'll just do this, I guess.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Nice, Skylar. That's awesome.
She's doing great.
Nice, we dodged that. That was beautiful. So wait a minute.
Looks like we can't brute
We haven't tried any other magic on this guy. I don't think it's a boss. So like I said, I don't know that there's gonna be a weakness.
No one here fights alone.
If I'm being completely honest with you, like... Oh, I should have probably tried to steal though. I didn't do that.
Observe the with blade in hand.
Did I try? I did not.
Come.
I'll try Hamadai.
Mystic purge.
Let's stay calm.
Okay.
I'm all prepared.
Well, I'll do this, I guess.
We've got to do something about those apples.
Okay, so we gotta get rid of the apples. Okay, so we need multi-target attacks.
Let me handle those apples.
Or Gallica. Yeah, go ahead,
All right,
Gallica.
leave it to me.
Do something, please. Did we? I don't recognize it. Was it a really long time ago?
Get in there. Persona Master. Raging fire.
Oh, okay. Got it. That's fair. I am a magic, whatever build. You're correct. Oh, that's a long time ago then. Yes.
I can do this.
One enemy. All enemies. Let's try this one.
Is everyone all right?
Oh, I don't even remember it, guys. It was so long ago. I can't even recall.
Dark Knight.
Just out of curiosity.
At the point of a sword.
Behold.
The blade's end. Nice hit. That was under Persona Master.
Yeah, good question, Sadie. I don't know.
Devil Summoner. Black Frost.
Observe with blade in hand.
We are doing like pretty well though against this. What level is it? Oh, it's 58. I guess it makes sense if it was like lower than Luis, because Luis was 60.
They sure don't give up easy. More apples? Quick, knock them off again. Regenerate the headwinds. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs are back to normal.
Oh, a bullet. Oh my god, he just keeps healing. What an annoying guy. Okay, we'll do damage all abilities then. No, I know. How dare. Okay, this should be all. I actually think I only have single on this, unfortunately. But I have lots of turns, unless...
Not let us fight as one.
That's this. Let's do this.
More apples?
god, are you serious? I hit everything on that turn. How the fuck am I supposed to do this any faster? Another 1,000 heal? Are you fucking for real?
Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Nice one, Captain.
We'll do this together.
Okay. No!
I've got just the dance for you.
Not.
You
That
might
is
say
not.
it's to
That is
die
not what I
for.
was trying to do.
Come on.
That's absolutely not what I was trying to do. That's super annoying. I hate when that happens.
Stubborn, hey? Everyone take my fullest power. Yes! I destroyed
Is everyone all right? Dark Knight.
Man, that sucks.
This won't, comrades. Lend me your strength. Let justice prevail. Worthy foe after all.
He's gonna do it again. Oh my lord.
Quick, knock them off again.
Oh my lord. If I didn't skip that turn, we would have been in a better position, but that was definitely a mistake. So, yeah. Not ideal. That is not ideal. Also, I'm so hungry. I need a snack. You changed it back to martial arts as soon as you could. Oh.
I'm all prepared.
One enemy. Stream physical wind damage to all enemies.
Don't
Crimson Flame.
Sorry, my mistake. I can do this. Black Frost. That ought to turn the tide of the battle.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
It was underwhelming. I see. Yeah, that's kind of how I mean, I did a little bit of stuff elsewhere, but mostly into magic.
I've done it. Yes, I've become stronger.
Thank you.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
Oh, okay.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full
Thanks,
strength.
Detonator. Yeah,
It's good
I
to see you're
towards
safe.
the end I started to put more in magic, I thought.
We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe.
Oh, nice, Adam.
In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move?
Is it really?
The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
I am prepared.
Of course. I'm prepared.
Yes, that determination is how we'll stop him.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
I hope you'll sing a victory song.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father. And you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all,
I think so, the fanfare.
old
Yeah, I'll
crone
check as
like
soon as
me
we get
can't
out of
take
this,
care of you
this little
forever.
scene here.
If you want to overcome your hardest challenges,
That's okay, Lustrous, I
you'll have to
understand.
face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the gauntlet runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever,
Stay
Gallica.
beside me forever.
Well, when you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush.
Aw, cute!
Thanks.
Hi, Fluox, how's it going? Having overcome our trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy.
Woohoo! Max for the
He
mage!
who still keeps the virtues
I know,
of the
Mike, so
mage.
sad. So
Your
sad, it's a
tempered
long
bond
wait.
has
It's a long
become
wait.
A fire
Excuse me.
forged trust. Thus, a new
I'm going in with
pupil
her now,
horizon
baby.
awakens within thee. By the grace
We did.
of her
Technically, we
newfound
did.
powers. Work
Okay, lady, we can't listen to you talk anymore. I'm so sorry. You've been talking too much today. Alright, we have Elemental Master and Warlock. And during squad battles, you may gain extra turn icons. Nice.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid.
That's cute. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fluox. My day's been alright.
I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is a legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together.
Yes. Let's.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges.
Well, don't say
And
that.
its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So, if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the
So
opposite.
even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself.
Yeah, Luis did have one too. It was supposed to be like a really hard book to come across. But Luis is also Elden, right? Well, we think. So maybe that's why he had it. But yeah, no, we've shared this book with literally everybody at this point,
Lady
so...
Kuade mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, that little by little. The pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel.
I mean, it's pretty sketchy, though.
But he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either.
The Elden Ring knife.
For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. And yet what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
Thank you. After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I close my eyes. Good night, sweet prince. Oh my god, please. Academia! It seems that I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times.
I know, I wonder as well. I thought we were gonna get it.
Theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable.
Well,
you cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not
Do
as
I?
an
Because my
unearned
popularity
title,
is less than
bloodline
1,000.
chance, nor as a mere authority over people.
So my doubts are with
have
that.
taken
But
control
okay.
of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks...
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on.
Oh, here we go.
The age of a new king draws
It's
nearer.
me and Gallica! That's cute! Oh, I like that! That's so cute!
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Stand strong
We
to the
can't
end.
give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
To protect my country and its people.
I want to protect this country and its people.
That's
Tis
what I
the
would say.
answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well,
Oh, Hulky!
I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Wait, do I have to? Do I have to decide right now? Oh, God.
This place here.
Let's move.
I guess I gotta go? I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception. Still, should we choose not to fight them, Luis's victims only pile higher. Easy to say, will help anyone, but doing it, it's a whole other thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way out from the bottom. Why don't you like her? What? Why?
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new
For
truths.
real,
Their
addicts. I gotta save. I gotta go feed Evie.
already has one
You're not
hand
giving
on
me any
the throne.
time.
Even so, they march
They
ever
are good.
forward, spirits
She's an
rekindled
Urza
by
clone?
battle. They head to Grand Trad for the
But
fight
Urza was cool. What's
is
wrong with
far
that?
from over.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found.
Another cutscene. Let's
I
get like.
suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
What is unfollow? What was wrong with Urza? I didn't watch all of that show. I've only watched like the first season, I think. Not even. A fairy tale.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too
It's fair
overwhelming.
dark.
He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
I mean, I didn't really like it either.
public
Obviously, I
mind
stopped
is the
watching it,
same
right?
as it's
So.
always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
We can take a
Can you
break so
imagine
I can
Luis
save
on
the
the
game.
throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area.
Batlin?
You might have one way to survive.
That's fair, I guess, Chatter. I don't think I paid much attention. But you're probably right.
Well then, let us depart.
When I was watching the show, I just kind of had it on as like a background show, and then I was like, meh, I don't think I care enough about this to continue, you know?
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, The boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see.
That's fair.
So his ideal form was spun
I
from
believe you,
that?
Shatter.
Whatever the case,
That's true,
this
Death
means
Vader.
the
True, yes,
land's
it is
true
fair, I
prince
guess.
has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Okay.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Did this have a precedent, or is this new? Wait, what do you mean? Did this... You mean did the game have a predecessor?
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of wreath.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no.
Oh, Zorba's crush?
Just saying.
I think he was always
I'll call that
like
bet.
into
On
being
His Highness the Prince.
Luis's right-hand man, if I remember correctly.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he?
It
Was
does.
actually a monster
Yeah,
in
the
disguise
portrait.
all
Oh
along.
yeah,
Haven't you
it was
Time's
very
been
heavily
living, I'll
hinted
tell
to.
you.
Yes.
Must be tough, being an easy man.
Yeah, right.
It didn't take much for you to buy everything
A
Luis
silver
was
coin.
selling about the prince. The fireworks
forgot
went
about
off
that.
the moment
That was
he
so
said,
funny.
"Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman. You've seen Count Luis lie to us. You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone
Like,
needs to
believe
shut you
him.
up.
All right.
How come they're giving him a hard time now before they were so easily taking things at face value?
Monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now. But
Hey,
this
Ghostface, welcome
might
back.
Be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the
That would be
status
pretty
quo
great, actually. Yeah.
always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
Nice, I'm jealous.
Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Oh my god, another cutscene? My dog's gonna die of hunger.
The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over.
She will.
The country needs change, and
Song
I will
plays in my
provide
head.
it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou art elder.
What a surprise.
You're not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
They would be cool headphones.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back! Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
I doubt it.
Useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns!
Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oh, great.
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paribus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Wow, these people suck.
Lady Juno, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors,
I know, they just hate all of us.
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them.
It
Every one
is,
of
yeah,
them's
kind of
only
like that.
concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pikes soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
Why aren't we just taking the Gauntlet Runner? And going somewhere else
We
for
weren't
now?
away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to
Yeah,
things,
like,
and so
doesn't
they've
really
become
make much
suspicious
sense.
of each other. How
Well.
fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe
That's
and have
true,
my
Society, very
cynical little
true.
discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy.
Ouch.
Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Oh, she's outside of her pen looking around. I definitely need to go feed her. She's probably so hungry. Norris is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. It seems like the city has calmed down at least a tiny bit. They had a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we still shouldn't chance it.
All right.
We should make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead. And this chat is where I must save it for today.